Hi, this is Łukasz from Blue Swim. Sometimes parents ask me at what age to start teaching their children to swim. And I then answer that it's the 5th or 6th year of life. That's the boundary. If your child is less than 6 or 7 years old, you can easily handle their training yourself. It doesn't take much. I will show you what activities and games can be done. You don't need to specifically buy courses. You don't need to specifically buy any special training. It's enough to play by yourself, swim by yourself, and it will be great. Going to the pool is a great opportunity to have fun with your own child. You can fool around, spend time together, and children really miss this a lot. I know because I am a father and I see how it is with my children. All these elements that you learn in this extra classes or paid training, you can do yourself. I will show you what to do, the simplest things, and spend the money for these trainings for courses better on the Children's Health Center or foundations helping children, animals, or saving our environment. Spend some time with your own child. It will be pleasant, fun, and definitely joyful. The time for learning with professionals will come. The first rule is to make it colorful. If there are toys, any toys, even plastic toys that won't break in water, of course, not any electric ones, take them to the water and they will be great for playing. If a child knows their dinosaur, dragon, or pony, they will also teach it to swim. This is all great fun, and at the beginning, we can hold the child under the arms, put on armbands, hold them, fool around, jump, run, tow the child, pull their hands, and if possible, submerge their face or splash them with water. This can be accidental at first. Of course, there's such as there are children who immediately submerge their faces, jump, and you can do everything with them right away. But there are quite a few who need time. They need fun and enjoyment. Let them know that water is not scary, that water doesn't bite, and we can show them that. I guarantee that no child, animal, or even trainer was harmed in this video. A simple game is just walking in the water. You can pull with your little hands. Yes, the child grabs, pulls, and can alternate hands. Very good, great. And the same backward. We push off and the hands push off. Great, bravo. Do you feel how the water pushes you? Great. Next task. We walk like cranes, high knees, high legs, and we walk with high legs in the water. Oh, and here the child must stand in the water. Now we walk like elephants, stomping hard on the bottom, right? Oh. It's not that easy. Okay, the next task is the so-called Spider-Man, where the child pulls themselves along the wall. And here we can cheat a bit, splash some water. And I always say that it's raining. I blame others, so it has to be fun. And by the way, the child accidentally gets water in their eyes, in their ears. When I see I'm overdoing it, then I ease up a bit, right? Okay, and back. Come on, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is going along the wall. The child is in contact with the wall the whole time. It regulates itself how much it wants to submerge. Oh, this child is not afraid of water, but there are timid children who are very afraid of water. Then they turn their heads, but the water dripping from the cap still does its job. This is the first familiarization with water. Yes, it's raining, Hania, right? Such a nice day, it's raining. Well, something is happening. I don't know what's going on. Who's splashing? Okay, thank you. The next breathing game is blowing a ball. The child can walk on the bottom. Here, Hania is jumping and swimming. Oh, you take a deep breath into your lungs and make a long exhale. So we're already simulating the breathing situation. Oh, great. Takes a deep breath and blows for a long time. You can set up a goal, for example, for the child to score. You can also make it a bit more challenging for the child by blowing yourself, right? We can have a war. Don't drink the water. Oh, really? Be careful, because the child might swallow the ball. I promise that no child would be harmed. No child will be hurt here. Or once the child has submerged their face in the water, we can do exercises with a gate or a noodle or swimming between legs. For example, for children who are just starting this kind of play, I can place a noodle. I always explain that it's a bridge and the child goes under the bridge. At first, a trick, I mean, it's not a trick.
At the beginning, I encouraged the child in this way to swim through at all. Did it work? Bravo, Hania. Good. Now the bridge has sunk a little. You have to swim through again. Yes? Oh, snap. Good. Some children cheat here just to avoid submerging their face. Okay, I press even deeper and the bridge sinks. Even more.
Well, swim through. Well, no, full perfection. Great. Bravo.
The last phase is flat, Tishtako Puchiano. The child just has to submerge. Now remember, take a breath and swim through. Now, Shihanka swims deeply, but here the child can just go through, just submerge their face. They can even pinch their nose. At first, nothing will happen. No? And now the child walks along the bottom, tosses the ball, helps with their hands and must reach, and I help here. Oh, it's raining, and this is all about getting used to the water. Older and younger children manage just fine too. Well done. And you have to finish with a throw, right? Score a goal. Goal, bam. Great. In the next stage, we have retrieving various equipment from the water. These can be rings available in sports stores or such sticks, rods. Various equipment can be used. Children really like this little seal that lost its flipper. Yes, it's used so much, this little diving seal. And now I throw the little rings into the water for the child. It can be one ring and they retrieve it. If the child doesn't know how to submerge their face yet, then I encourage them to retrieve it with their foot, for example. And they retrieve it with their foot, hand it to their hand, and there you go. They have one ring. Super, bravo, excellent. Hania is a big child, so she has no problem retrieving the rings, but much smaller children manage as well. Here at the pool, there is an even lower edge where this can be done, and the kids do it calmly, even with armbands. The next step is retrieving rings from the bottom, where the child has to submerge their face underwater. But and maybe remind them to come closer, Hania. We remind them to keep their face closed underwater. You blow with your nose or with your nose and mouth. Good. And she dives and submerges. Oh, look, and she retrieves the rings. Yes. If it's not possible to get them all at once, then take out the next two. You can do it in series. There you go. Done. Super. Sofafosa. Bravo, high five. Good job. The same can be done with these sticks or with a seal. It's a fun game. You can gradually increase the level of difficulty or gently hand it to the child, encouraging them to dive deeper into the water. And it really works. The next stage, we have a bridge like this or between the parents' legs. Look, it nicely goes down to the bottom and forms an arch, and the child swims through it. And depending on how I position these ends, these weights, the bridge is deeper or shallower. And then the next task is dipping the finger, which makes us dip the face. Hania dips her finger into the water. Great, bravo. And you emerge and emerge. Now you put the finger to your mouth, mouth closed, and dip the whole finger. Super. Okay, now finger to the nose. Now I'll reveal a great secret that I've mentioned before. The mouth should be closed and gently blow through the nose. Take a breath and slowly submerge your finger while blowing through your nose. A few bubbles. Great. Did it get into your nose? Bravo. Now finger between the eyes and Hania submerges the whole finger. Ooh, Hania not only submerged her whole finger, but also half her head. Great. And finger to the forehead. You submerge your little finger in the water. Great! Bravo! Good! And in the next task, we will submerge our faces underwater and say some password words, like a game of telephone, just goofing around. I will give you a password. We will come up and you have to guess what I said, okay?
Almost entirely.
Now it's my turn.
A very useful piece of equipment is the pool noodle. And as I already showed in the video for adults, we can place the noodle under the child's arms. The child holds the noodle with their hands and it's safe. They won't fall forward or backward. And here it creates a little window where the child can start blowing. Start exhaling into the water, Hania, okay? Blow. Oh, and this is fun. Boiling water. So bubbles are coming up, the child is cooking. Okay, take a deep breath and blow out through your nose and mouth again. Great long exhales. If they're already doing it, if our little one is doing it without any problem, we can start swimming slowly. So legs straight behind with an exhale into the water through the window. No, we are swimming in that direction. Yes, and blowing, look, and blowing, right? And I'm having fun. On the water, we can show the number of fingers if we want to extend the breath. Hania counts, for example, how many fingers she counts. How many fingers are underwater? How many were there? Very good. And in this way, we can extend the breath. If the child only submerges their mouth, they need to submerge their face underwater and then show, say, or indicate how many fingers they saw, how many I showed. This also encourages opening their eyes in the water and combines all these elements. So the child doesn't think about the water being scary, but just plays. A fun game is, of course, using a ball. The papupusta, the pool noodle helps us here. The child can blow or not. They must swim to the ball and, for example, throw it into the goal, right? Pass, throw. The throws were great, splashingly engaging. Here, Hana Shiri is already swimming with her legs, but the child can walk on the bottom. And of course, we can splash and pour water on a child who is afraid. The next game is with the bottle. It's quite visible, but there are bottles in the color of the pool, and the child or a group of children will have the task of finding the bottle. I'll place it in the water soon or throw it somewhere into the water. The child heard a splash somewhere, knows the bottle fell, and now on the count of 3, 4, we look for the bottle. Snap, is it there? Oh, and searching. Search, search, search for the bottle. Oh, it is quite similar to the water, so the child has to dip their face. Bravo, great. Underwater, you really can't see such a bottle very well, right? It was hard to spot it. Great. Now, to help the child with swimming, we can place a noodle under the belly, actually under the hips. And you see, this noodle helps maintain the position because the child doesn't always put their head in the water perfectly as we would like, but the noodle supports even with the head up. The child is able to stay afloat, and now you exhale into the water. Oh, and she lies beautifully on the water. Even her heels come out, right? At the beginning, this is a very nice thing. You can fool around, it's not scary. You can do the same with the noodle in front and the child is already swimming. You can tow them, have fun. Oh, hold on. All right, hold on. You can tow, play motorboat. The child can even pretend to be a motorboat this way. And now we play motorboat. Toaster, so just put your mouth in the water and go strong, fast. Even faster, the motorboat is moving. Even faster motorboat. This first jump, building a bond, gives the child hands. You jump on your feet, your face doesn't go under, and go, hop, snap, oppa. Oh, great, bravo, excellent. And I hold the child. Now when the child is afraid of water, the simplest position. Sat down, I can help under the arms. I can practice with the noodle and perform a jump with the noodle. Hop to me, snap. Oh, and at the beginning, I make sure that the face doesn't go too deep. If the child submerges without a problem, great, let them jump. But if the child is fearful, let them know they are safe and calm. I don't submerge the face and it went great. Another jump is a jump onto the legs with the noodle and jump hop. Oh, now the face is submerged. Another cannonball jump, this time without the noodle. Of course, we check, we check if it's safe, if no one is swimming by. The child hooks their fingers on the edge of the pool and jumps on their feet. Cannonball, boom, this is every child's favorite jump. Cannonball, it has to be. You can add that, for example, the more you splash the lifeguard or the person recording, the more points you earn. And the next jump, we remember that the fingers are hooked. I place the noodle and the child has to jump over the noodle onto their feet. Yes, good. The same form with touching the noodle. It must slap the noodle high. They actually focus more on the noodle than on the jump itself.